right, time for headlines. Oh, I am not familiar with this product, but apparently this is truth in advertising. Look, I can believe it's not butter. This is being advertised. Shalom Kosher Quality Butcher. Apparently, I guess, is Jewish chicken different? Look, I'm not familiar with this. It's a coupon for four-legged chicken. It's sort of rare. I don't know what that is. This doesn't seem particularly appetizing. Apparently, this is how they tenderize the meat. This is the hickey smoked bratwurst. You know, airlines give you less and less. And they always try to build it up, seem like you're getting some huge deal. This is from Horizon Air announces, look at this. Go to the circle, it says, restrooms for the exclusive use of our passengers. Well, you know, hey, get that homeless guy out of the aisle of the plane. What's he doing there? Who else is going to be on the plane? Home for the fourth pet show. I like the little underline thing. Request live pets only. Please, you know, if you have a dead pet, don't go dragging it into the show, whatever you do. You know, here's a typical thing of the times we live in. It says, get rid of birds, bats, and squirrels without harming them. Look at the underline. Not harmful. They just hate the odor and move on to your neighbor's yard. Isn't that nice? Lovely. Send them over to your neighbor's yard. Saw this item in the paper. In 1996, Cuba's government said just over 1 million tourists visited and that they spent about 1.3 million. So each tourist spent $1.30, essentially, while they were in Cuba. Really, I mean, is that... You know, once you get the T-shirt, it all adds up, really. The hats, you get the camera, you know, they cost. They raised the price because you're a tourist. Look at this one. Oh, I got to hold it up. It says, Skip Kincaid, a forest consultant from Kirkwood, used his global positioning satellite receiver last week to pinpoint the location of a tree. You know, you might want to look over your left shoulder, Skip. There's seedless watermelons. Apparently someone put raisins in it. Kev, I know you're a vegetarian. Have you had this? This is brawny paper tuna.
No, not yet.
You know, people that do drawings for ads, they're demented. These are cartoonists that can't find work otherwise. I want you to look at this ad. Look at this ad for this woman's blouse. Now, is there a third hand in there? I'm sure you're all familiar with Venetian blinds. These are new. These keep deer from looking in your window. These are venison blinds. If you live in a rural area, you always have the little deer looking in. Well, with the venison blind, that'll work good. Chuck E. Cheese. Could these people be any chintzier? Look at this. Chuck E. Cheese, free tokens, large pizza, $19. Look what you get. Free air conditioning. Shut up. Prep star comfortable entering draft. $12 million shoe contract precedes player's first NBA basket. Gee, who is that player? Can we go on his name? He's first last name. I know he was there. It's first last name. Kev, I got this one especially for you. Holyfield Tyson 2 memorabilia. Look at this. Holyfield's actual bloody water bottle plus gauze from the ear. Yeah, but look at the bottom line. Serious collectors only. Shut up. Slime ball. Here you go. This is in the personal column of the paper. Active male looking for females for a companion and date 2 or 3 times a week. Prefer athletic type, neat and trim, non-smoker, excellent pay and benefits. Okay. I believe that's called a hooker. Is that Campbell Sport Brothers honored in prowess for an insemination field. Yeah, there you go. There's Phil and Dave. How'd you like one of those boys inseminating you? Huh? Yeah, come on in. Hey, girls. So what's the problem, gals? You know, here's a nice story about a man who is a genuine war hero. But you know, you know, the newspaper's just telling me more than I need to know. This man is a genuine hero in Gulf War. It says, see, it says, a sweet taste of freedom comes to captured Harrier pilot and fellow prisoners. Now look at the caption. Go down to the caption. Look at the caption. Berryman and his wife, Lee, who is expecting triplets, 3 boys later this summer, like her dad, they'll be circumcised. Do I need to know that, really? I mean, the man is a hero. Do I have to know that? Now this is from the welcome wagon. You ever see these things? Welcome, especially for you, new in the neighborhood. And of course, when you meet new people, the first thing you want to do, of course, is get a complimentary pap smear. You know, that's important. You know, hi, we're strangers. Why don't we get pap smears? Oh, is that it? One more? Okay, this one I thought was interesting. This is dual speed pumps and zone J. This is a jacuzzi. And in case that you're not interested, look at where this woman's hand is in the ad. Is it me? It's Monday night. Time for headlines. Now, here's how you can tell it's a slow news day. You know, Kev, you go through these papers trying to find interesting stories. Look at this. Fascinating story. Soap and water still cleans well. I like this one. County fair and rodeo draw large crowds. Look at the caption. People come from all over to enjoy the rodeo. Have you seen anybody? Do you see one person enjoying the rodeo? Is there anybody there? This is from, I guess, Huntsville, Alabama. You know, I'm going to let you read the headline yourself. How can you make this kind of mistake? How could you not? You're the editor of the paper. Here's James W. Mays, orthodontist. Look at this. Look at this 2 pictures. Can you read the caption? It says, this is the same patient treated with functional jaw orthopedics and braces. Well, I'll tell you. Apparently, it took about 12 years for this to, quite a long, involved process, yeah. You know, I don't know a lot about women, Kev. You know, I had problems, medical things, women's things. This seems a little unusual. It says, women, are you bothered by hot flushes? Hot flushes. Here's a place from, I guess this is upstate New York. This is the New China Restaurant and Buffet. And I like it on the caption. It says, real Chinese from New York City. That's how you can tell it's real Chinese. Little Caesar's Pizza, $4.99. Read the fine print. For delivery, please call 2 to 3 days in advance. What's this one? Here you go. Father's Day spent. You know, Kev, I love Italian food. I'm Italian. I love Italian. I'm not familiar with this. It's chicken broccoli with zit wine sauce. I'm not sure that. A bad cream sauce or something. I'll save some of the. Oh, here you go. Here you go. This one made me laugh. Look at this. Why would you go here? The 3 Mile Island Tanning Salon. Yeah, I think you're about done, sweetheart. You might want to come out. You know, here are people with nothing to do. Here's someone. Why you would come up with the fact that you have time to dream up this idea. Turn your upright vacuum into a decorative accent. Why would you do that? Why would I want to turn my vacuum into that stupid-looking animal? Imagine you wake up in the middle of the night, you forget that's in the hall. Well, this here. This is the single stupidest thing I have ever. How long have I been doing this headlines? 10 years. This is Kev. Here you go. It's called toilet golf. It says, let you practice. This is the single stupidest item. It says, let you practice your putting in the potty. And look at this. Look at the tasteful ad.
Toilet not included.
We got to send away for this. We got to get this.
Okay.
I mean, if you got that kind of time on your hands, you know, you're probably turning your upright vacuum into an animal. That's my favorite. That's going on the wall. That's going on the wall. Here's something a lot of folks might not know. So if you have one of these, specialist says, electric chair can be extremely painful. So Yeah, we get a lot of ones like this. Clerk shuns gunman in attempted robbery. If you've seen that man, apparently he's a... That's the suspect. Apparently he's a beekeeper with a baseball cap. So... Okay, let's save another minute here. Oh, man. Toilet golf. Here's the inn at Amish door. See, the Amish do things a little different. Look at Honeymoon Suites featuring, go down there, see Honeymoon Suites featuring separate bedrooms. I just like that kind of... And who doesn't like a good hot dog? You might want to try these. Sigmund's top dog meat franks. You'll bark with delight when you... one more? Oh, all right. I just want to having fun. One more. Here you go. Here you go. Here's the play. Here you go. This, guys, be very careful when you go in this shop. It's the PMS Firearms Company. Oh, man. All right, honey. All right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All righty. Folks, it's Monday night. Time for headline. Here's the headline. Jackson 5 may reunite for tour. Now you all know Michael Jackson has had cosmetic surgery. I didn't know other members. You know Jermaine? Are you familiar with Jermaine?
Yeah, sure.
Apparently he's had quite a bit of surgery. There, look, see, it says Jermaine. Right there. Someone sent me this. This came from, I guess, Toys R Us. This is Barbie's Country Ride Bike. You can buy a bike for Barbie. Look down the bottom. It says... says, most dolls cannot pedal bike. So that's for the really stupid child. Here's, obviously, for somebody who lives in Hollywood, it's the Hooked on Phonies tape. I love this ad. There's Chinese chicken salad made by Mexicans, $4.95. Thinking of buying a car? Woohoo, you can't go wrong with a 93 Pontiac Lemon. Want something a little roomier, but you still want a Pontiac? How about a nice Pontiac fireplace? Ooh, maybe you're in a cult and you'd like a nice car. Here's a 94 Satan! Oh, here's a hell of a deal. Look at this. Extra large nursing uniform. Never been washed. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Well, here you go. Here's a big ad for somebody's white elephant sale. Can you go to that part that's underlined, Ellen, there? Jockey shorts stained. Was $2.98. $2.98 now. Only 96 cents. Oh, a couple of stains. What are you, a weenie? Come on. What do we got here? Where's my favorite one? Somebody sent me this. They said I look like I was on a box of pancake mix. I don't know. Does that look like me? I mean, you know, when I was a kid, they used to sell something called X-ray specs on the back of comic books. Remember that? Yeah. They'd show the guy, he'd like looking at women, you know, and X-ray. And I figured, oh, I wonder if they still sell those. They do, but under a different name. Now they're called fluoroscope vision. Look, I love the fact he can see the bones in his hand, but go back, Ellen. Yet he sees women naked. See that? All right. A couple of interesting ones. Oh, what is this one? Here's one I wanted to... You know, when foreign companies try to sell products in America and they don't do research, sometimes what sounds nice in a foreign name doesn't work in America. This is doo-doo toilet paper. You know, it's very important, if you ever get prescription medicine, it's very important that the doctor explain how it should be taken. You know, and doctors don't necessarily do this, or I guess it's more of the pharmacy. Like, look at this medicine. This guy sent me this prescription. It says, inhale one vaginally every 2 to 4 hours. And finally, oh, this comes from us, from Scotland. Apparently they have different expressions. There you go. British Open rivals hope to break wind. There you go. Folks, it's Monday night. Time for headlines. These are real headlines from around the country. I like this one. Now, why are they so shocked? Federal agents raid gun shop, find weapons. Duh. Duh. Now, here's a guy who obviously enjoys reading. I like this. Set of leather-bound books. Writings of Aristotle, Pluto, Darwin, James. Never used. Gee, I'm surprised you didn't read the Pluto book anyway. If you ever bought a computer, you know how confusing the directions and all that kind of stuff can be. I just like to look at the contents. I like part 2. Look, it even has a spelling checker. Now, the guy that took this for the Florida Times-Union newspaper, obviously a professional photographer, you would think. Look, classroom crisis. Yeah, apparently they have students with no heads. A lot of pizza stuff this week. There's Fox's Delivery, $1 off, whole hoagie or wedgie. You know, I think I prefer the hoagie rather than the wedgie. Here's Main Street Pizza, Darby, Pennsylvania, open 7 days. We deliver or pick up. So if you want to cook the pizza, you know, if you'd rather make it yourself, we'll have somebody come by and get it. Whatever you want. We pick up, too. Here's Royal Caribbean, absolutely the best cruises. And look right below it on the same page, the Titanic. Automobile dealers, boy, there's a truer name I've never seen. Bend Over Auto Sales. I don't even get this one. Booze Mart. West St. Paul's original discount liquor store. Look at Booze Mart. Do it for the children. Back to school sale, and what kids wouldn't want this for back to school? The Family Pharmacy Enema. Look at that, back to school. Yeah, come on, kids. Yeah. This young man is obviously a member of the 4-H club. It's just the expression on his face. Doesn't he look like he just got caught? There he is with his prize sheep. Hey! Hey, is that a camera? Here's just the kind of thing that drives people nuts, you know? Minneapolis firefighter Gerald Brown, 55, who was fired in 1995 for abuse of sick leave, but who won a grievance hearing before a state arbitrator, was reinstated with 18 months back pay, scheduled to return to work on June 2nd. He called in sick. There you go. There's a full-blooded Datsun. Full-blooded Datsun right here. There's the Trinity Assembly, offers ham and beans, all-you-can-eat ham and beans. It's at the Gassville Community Center. This really looked like a good deal. Earn up to $1,000 a month in just 22 hours a day. You get a couple of days off for yourself. Some of these are, you know, here. This is like a new area, dumb products. Look at this, hard of hearing, make every sound you face seem closer with plus ear. And I guess they also work as falsies. I'm not quite sure how those work plus ear. But look at this, painted potsies. Have this person come and paint the inside of your toilet bowl. Lovely, lovely. And here's the dumbest one, four-legged sweatsuit for your canine jogging companion. What dog wouldn't love that? Well, let's see. Let's go to weddings. Ah, here we go. One of my favorite parts. I always like the weddings. Here, first start off with an anniversary. Here's Mr. and Mrs. Smiley, and don't they look thrilled? Look at that picture. Start out with the sweet ones. There's the young love wedding. Aww. Let's move on to the holy treat wedding. There's the Miller Beers wedding. Which, of course, leads to the Stout Belcher wedding. Let's go to the Bun Hatcher wedding. Here's the People's Bump-Ass wedding. Here's the Touchin' Martin wedding. How about the Grabber Bird wedding? If you don't like that, you can go over to the Skinner Wiener wedding. You got some time, you might want to stop by the Lucky Johnson wedding. Or maybe you want to go over to the Steel Peter wedding. And finally, have a nice reception at the Woolly Butt wedding. There you go right there, the Woolly Butt wedding, folks. Folks, it's Monday night, time for headlines. I thought this was an interesting headline. These are two headlines on the same page, one right below the other on the same paper. See the top one? Happy birthday, Mr. President, and virgins flock to White House. Here's a story that could only come out of Washington. Senator, cleaner air could hurt our state. Oh, yeah. You don't want to rush into anything. You know, if you can't see the clumps, how do you know it's daytime? Kev, you might like this. Bong to teach herb course.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Miscellaneous, look at that. American flag, 60 stars. That's a very rare one. You know, that's pretty rare. You know, we lost those 10 states in that whole... Here's the most frightening ad I've ever seen. Does this look like an accident waiting to happen? Ford Bronco for sale. Oh, man. Oh, man. Don't you just look at that and go, get out, you move that, you idiot. Open house, Park Columbia House. That 1 minute. Look at that. I like not actual house. Okay, that is not the actual house. I love this kid. Medical clinic free and painless. Can you pull out? That kid looks like he's there. Look at this kid. Look at, wait, pull all the way out. Look at his hand. Look, look, he's grin. Look, he's got two people again. Look at this. There's two people holding him down. This is, you know, we always do these Amtrak jokes, and I always feel terrible. This is an Amtrak guy sent me this. This is Metropolitan Division Northeast Corridor. This is a bulletin, all Amtrak employees. I think you just realized employees must not wear sunglasses at night. Apparently some of the trains have been hitting things. Tired of working for only $9.75 an hour? Huh? Pan down. Well, look, you can work for $2 or $9 an hour. We didn't say we're getting more. We just... Kitten, 6-week-old, seeking good Christian homes. I think one of the cats is Jewish. I didn't check. Oh, here's kind of an interesting one, too. Adorable 8-week-old puppies for adoption, but loving family. Mother, German Shepherd. Father comes from a good neighborhood. Apparently, good neighborhood. I believe they're very close friends of the Christian kitty. Here's bridal suite. Here's a rather dismal view. Buy one, get one free. Oh, how about this one? I saw this in Miscellaneous. Wanted stained, discolored wedding gowns. Oh, look, it's Larry King. It's Larry King's phone number on there. Elect Kip Tyner, City Council District 5. He possesses qualities of count, caring, compassion, and he's condescending. That's important, you know. That's important for a politician to be condescending. You know, this says say no to hair plugs. I don't know if hair plugs are going to help, you know. I believe that's Mason Reese, if I'm not mistaken. All right, guys will do anything to save their hair. Look at this one, fuller, thicker hair. Look at that. Just wear that for a couple of weeks. That's all. Women, permanent cosmetics. Now look at the advantages. Advantages to use permanent makeup. Never smudging, doesn't soil. Look at the last one. Loss of dexterity and vision. Already. Here's one of my, I love this. This is the Hooting Owl. Welcome guests with a hoo. And look what it says there. Look, also scares away intruders. Woo. So let me, you folks that live in an area with a lot of gang activity, you might want to put a couple of these on the board. One more. I want to show people this one before we go. This is two ads that ran in the same paper. Now look at this one on the left there. You see, that was in the family paper, football games, and this was in the college paper. Go over one. See any difference? And finally, oh, this sounds painful, doesn't it? I'll let you read it yourself. Folks, it's Monday night. Time for headlines. Here's an interesting headline. People whose parachutes don't open are at a greater risk of dying. You know, I've seen a couple of jumps now, and boy, this is just, here you go. Look at this. Duh. Guards distracted by Baywatch fail to see prisoners make escape. Look at this. 6 prisoners escaped as the guards were watching scantily clad female lifeguards. I like this one here. This is why you always have to read the fine print. This is for Applebee's. Look what it says at the top. Lightning lunch. 14 minutes or it's free. Look at the fine print. Oh, all the way down there. Does not apply to medium well or well-cooked entrees. There you go. I'll have the E. coli burger. St. Xavier University, I think that's how you say it. At least they're honest. You see now, at least they're honest. No one can say they're hypocritical. See, it says with the secretary to provide sex and administrative support to the dean. Well, that's, you know, hey, at least they're honest. Here's a classic example of what's wrong with our country, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to show you this. This is from Friday's USA Today. Just happened to be looking through it. Now I want to show you, what does this say? Analysts, China working on ways to win war with the U.S. The Chinese military trying to win a war with the U.S. They're figuring out how to do it. Go right down the same page. U.S. may sell nuclear technology to China. Oh, duh. Hello? 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 This one I kind of like. Looking for people to wave at traffic while standing outside. No experience is necessary, and look what's underlined. Will train. Okay, get that left arm a little higher. That's it. You got it, Timmy. This is frightening. Laser surgery. Genuine breakthrough in wrinkle removal. Now look at the before and after. Apparently they burned the woman's lips off there. How frightening that is. There you go. No tilt cup, special designed to cut out cup, let you drink without, you know, okay. You know, maybe you're just drinking too much, all right, pal? I mean, whew, I'd like to have more beer, but I'm exhausted lifting my hand. I thought this was interesting. You see the Christmas cake? Isn't that a beautiful Christmas cake with the tree? And look, it's a kosher Christmas cake. Look at this thing. The Chin Gym. Only minutes a day. Looks like they're trying to get information out of her, doesn't it? Actually, no, that's what happened to me. I worked out with that thing for about 4 hours. You know, people just can't leave animals alone. Every week there's some other stupid animal thing, and they must drug these animals. Look at this. Machine washable piddle pants for dogs. You know, idiot. Like that dog's not going to get beat up the first time he walks out. Look at that. Here's something. Cat. This guy lost a gay cat. You know, women, you got to be pretty dumb to answer this. Look, women, any size, free butt massage. Hi, I'm calling about the massage. Yeah. And meet you at your garage? I think this is the guy that's doing it here. Well, the White's teaching style, very hands-on. There he is. Oh, we have weddings. Weddings, my favorite. Here's the Crisp and Tingle wedding. There's the Wilder and Strange wedding. Oh, here's one we all hate to go to. The Long wedding. There's the Dull Hug wedding. This is a good one for wintertime. It's the Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow. Oh, the weather outside. There's the Miss Dial wedding. There's the, oh, look, it's the white folks' wedding. It's the white folks' wedding. There's the Pucker Wright wedding. Maybe you care to attend the Horny Dose wedding. Getting a little more erotic. There's the Wand Holder wedding. There's the Yeah, more wedding. Yeah, more wedding. There's the Small Hard Man wedding. Small Hard Man. It's the Small Hard Man wedding. is the Suzanne Licht and James Raved wedding. Yeah, I guess they most certainly did. Yeah, they most certainly did. I see a woman over there going like this. You don't even want to see the ones we can put in. We got to put a book out. Some of them are so obscene. And then finally, the last one, it's the Thruston Peters wedding. All right, folks. This is getting unbelievable. Remember, Kev, we were talking Friday night about I think in Chester, Pennsylvania, they're handing out condoms in the 6th grade.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You know, it's getting younger and younger. Look at this headline. This is terrible. Help your first grader get to first base. Come on. Here's a well-written story. Jobless rates fall. Area unemployment rates fell from June to July, largely due to people finding jobs. Kev, you might find this interesting. He has background on marijuana and hemp. A little story.
Oh, really?
Look at the last paragraph. It produces a high, but has some side effects like memory loss, dizziness, rapid heartbeat, loss of coordination, memory loss. Here's your government at work, okay? Poison used to count dead fish in lake. Now, fish were dying, so they killed all the fish to count the fish. I liked it. It said dead fish, which usually remain still, are more easily counted, you see. There you go. Here's my kind of gal. Mother of 8, started as a hobby. Duh. Yeah. Just kept having kids. Couldn't agree with this more. Cheerleaders must go to school without their skirts. In fact, I think President Clinton had something to say about this. Do we have that tape?
Cheerleaders, come on.
God, you hear so much about bad meat now. You know, it's E. coli stuff. Well, nice to know it's safe. Look at this. 85% fresh. Yeah, you just cut off the E. coli part. I never heard of this brand. This is Oh Boy Cheese Pizza. I like what it says in their corner. Okay, forget what we did before. Look, now it's all real cheese. Okay, look, okay, forget those first 3,000 or 4,000 pizzas. Have you ever had these? Cheese cruds. Well, this made me chuckle. I hope people don't think we're being mean here, but this kind of made me chuckle. I'm sure they're very nice, lovely people. What is that, Cal?
Come on, show us, man.
There is the dietary department. Lovely people. They're lovely people. Being silly. It's like lovely folks just being silly. Oh, look at that. You know, I love products like this. It says, make your driveway instantly a safer play area. You know, if your kid is so stupid he can't figure out how to get around that, he shouldn't be outside in the first place. Now, here's something really strange. Aboron, oh, I know what this is. Best abdominal exercise. All right, now you see the people exercising. Look at the guy's abs. Go in close. What is that? You know, what is that? Who is? It's like one of those potatoes he's got. What is it? Who has a stomach like that? What is that? It's not even a stomach. Look, electronic sinus relief. There's something you want to put on when you have a headache. Look at that. Look at this. You fill this with water, soak the sponge in water, put it on your face, and then plug it in. Oh, yeah. The water heats up. Like the man in the Iron Mask. There you go. Lighter and thinner. Here you go. Look at these new glasses from Lens Crafters. I like what it says here in the corner. Made from the most impact-resistant material available. Withstands 200-mile-an-hour impact. Let me tell you something, okay? If you hit a wall in your glasses at 200 miles an hour, I don't think people are going, hey, these luckily the glasses are okay. Yeah. Here's the Morgan Funeral Home. A new place, a familiar face. Steve Morgan. That's the face you want to see when you go into a mortuary, isn't it? Yeah. Now look at this big thing. Look at these apartments here. These are $4,200,000 apartments. And I like what it says at the bottom. Washer and dryer included. What do we got here? Oh, give me the, what is... Here you go. Some kids for the Halloween. Show the kind of age we live in, folks. Notice the person who removed the large pumpkin. Please return it. It may be radioactive. All plants around it are dead. Happy Halloween. Here's more property. Look at this. Look, ideally located on Mallard Island with bayfront views of Big Assawoman Bay. I tell you, Big Assawoman Bay. Hey, Joe, I like it here. From my window, I can see Big Assawoman. Well, these two guys look just a little too friendly in this ad here. I'm sorry. If the pants don't fit without another guy's hand in them, try another size, all right? Along the same line, there's the, look at what it says, Super Wiener Special. And finally, I'm not even going to say this one. Does this look like a particularly, these are bagel sandwiches. Can you go about, 5 or 6 down? That was that one there. Yeah. I don't know. Folks, welcome back. It's Monday night. Time for Headlines. Here's an interesting headline out of Charleston. Worker suffers leg pain after crane drops 800-pound ball on his head. And my head's fine. It's my leg that's killing me. You have to think about this one, but I thought it was interesting. Asian Americans working hard to shatter workaholic stereotypes. You must work harder. What is this one here? Oh, here you go. I know. I have tried to do this. This is so hard, Kev. I know you've worked hard too. Removing odor from hog manure, not easy. How many times?
That's a rough one, Jay.
I enjoy the hog manure. It's just the smell, the hog manure. You love having it around the house. It's just the smell. And how could you have manure without that smell? And of course, hopefully. Zaki Farms always advertises that their stuff is fresh. Look at this. Smoked dinosaur wings? What is that exactly? Could you think of a worse name for this product? And I guess this is the real name. It's Kroger Rat Trap Cheddar Cheese. Is that really the best? There you go. There's the weather forecast. Sunny, but maybe not. Here's a house in Desert Hot Springs. Look at new 3-bedroom, 2-bath home in a nice neighborhood. Looks like a great neighborhood, doesn't it? Yeah, look at that. If you can get past the obscenities written all over the house and the boarded up windows, a beautiful neighborhood, really. I think the Crack family lived here earlier. Kev, I cut this one out especially for you. There's 15 pot plants, $100.
Thank you, Jay. Good looking out, man.
Here's the kind of guarantee I like. You want to go on a diet? Always get a guarantee when you go on a diet. Lose 6 to 20 inches guaranteed. Will not come back unless you gain weight. Now, should you gain weight? Well, it's null and void. I'm not sure. I think this is J.C. Penney. I'm not sure what it is. I just thought this was so odd. These are some lovely sweaters. And look at the colors they come in. Ivory, black, lipstick red, and look at the bottom one. Go down the bottom. Bordello blue. Why, Susan, you look like a whore. Thank you. It's Bordello blue. I thought you looked especially trampy tonight. Well, yes, I'm wearing my Bordello blue sweater from J.C. Penney. You know, I'm sorry. I think this dentist is perhaps padding the issue. Stop hiding your smile. Now look at the before teeth. Is anybody's teeth? I mean, please, I'm sorry. No, I think you have some bigger problem. Probably there's a tourniquet around your neck if your teeth are turning green. Here you go. Sun could be to blame for global warming. You know, we could get a couple of hydrogen bombs and just blow it out of there. Folks, I don't know if this one will even show up. I thought this was the dumbest product. Hear better without a hearing aid. You know, hearing aids are so annoying. Why wear hearing aids when you can wear an attractive device like this? Look at It says, like eyeglasses for your ear. They are sound enhancers. People won't even know you're wearing it. Here you go. Here's a lovely item. What better way to celebrate Christmas? There's the Fish Angel Tree Topper. It's a... well, truly the spirit of Christmas. And of course, after 3 days, what's that fish angel? What does a fish have to do with a tree? Why would you dress a fish? An angel I can understand. Fish. Speaking of that, you ever heard of this? It's Captain D's seafood chocolate cake. See, that's what you do with your fish angel after you're through with it. You put it in the Christmas cake. Oh, it's delicious. You know, I'm sure there's very good food here, and the owner can't understand why people aren't coming to his restaurant. Hey, honey, you want to go down to the Pukey Seafood Restaurant? That's a Pukey Seafood Restaurant. Yeah. Oh, gosh. I hear the food is really pukey down there. Here's the strangest ad I've ever seen. Person needed to help make cows into hamburger. Cow walks in whole, goes out in pieces. Oh, lunch break. Oh. All right, get back to work, Johnson. All right. For sale. Here's the Shul Kuhn Cemetery. Look at hurry in. Look at hurry in and beat the winter rush. You see, you know, folks, you want to try and be dead and in the ground before the ground freezes over, because then now you got to wait till spring. I thought this was interesting. It says the bride is the daughter of David and Sharon Akers of Grand Prairie. The bridegroom is the son of David and Sharon Akers of Grand Prairie. Just a little more information than I want to know. Here's a book you can send away for. And it gives you all these little helpful things. I like the one that I've underlined there. It says, skin caught in zipper, quick fix. Now, you know, now you know any guy that's going to go out and wait 6 or 8 weeks for delivery? Okay, here you go. Here's, here's a man with a tremendous amount of control and a woman with a very strong arm. It's the Sydney Dance Company. I would go to see that number. Yeah. And if you know anything at all about ballet, you know which particular one that was. All right. That's all the time we have. All right, folks, if you have it, time for brand new headlines. I tell you, these people down in Tallahassee, Florida, they don't miss a trick. I guess they had trouble with prisoners escaping. Sure what happens when you put your mind to a problem. Look at this. State prisons to replace easy-to-open lock. Yeah, I got a theory, Warden, and it's just a theory. Boy, here is a real political headline. Look at that. Gore denies wrongdoing, vows he'll never do it again. You know, for a while there, we were building small cars. You know, those cars are getting bigger, these big 4x4s. Now, here's proof. Here's the, can you get a shot of that? There's the 97 Lincoln Townhouse. Look at that. I mean, that is a huge car. It's a 5-bedroom, 3-bath. It's a Lincoln Townhouse. It's a huge automobile. Huge thing. I am not familiar with this particular mobile home. It's a 28-foot Winnebago. There you go, the Winnebago. Please, do not confuse that with the better-built Winnebago, please. And, of course, with Passover, what a perfect time. 25 cents off seasoned brand ham for Passover. It's not the ham for Passover there. This place is holding a Halloween masquerade ball October 29th. Look at that. Sorry, no masks permitted. Well, you can see why. Well, that'll just be a lot of fun, won't it? This is what I love. This is the kind of ad I like. Look at this. It's the cool neck collar. Soak in water to activate. Can be reused just by re-soaking. Yeah, I think that's called a wet rag. Hello. It's just a wet rag. I like, look, it can be reactivated by putting it in water. You don't get it wet, you reactivate it, you see. It's a wet rag, you idiot. Here you go. Lighted magnifier lets you work up close without eye strain. I guess that's true if you're on the right side of it. Hey, idiot! Hey, pinhead! Hey, this thing doesn't work at all. Now this says, new science fiction series from Gene Roddenberry, you know, the man who wrote Star Trek. Look down at the caption. Gene Roddenberry apparently wrote this series pilot before he died. See, they thought he had written it after he passed away, but recent checks show it must have been written before he died. Here you go. City police move into new building designed for them. Millboro policeman Art Watkins tends to business. Look at the police moving in. Aren't those cases of beer? Here is percentage of snow in El Nino winters. Look at this. Chicago's average annual snowfall would be great if that wasn't Toledo. I believe Chicago's on the other side of the lake. Hello? Hello? Here's a lovely home. Here's a lovely home. It's the former Woolworth Country Estate in Honesdale, Pennsylvania. 4 major buildings, maintenance, building rehabilitation, situated among 44 acres of lard. Folks, if you want to live off the fat of the land, this is the place to do it. Imagine a home, 44 acres of lard. Now, Kev, you know I love music. You know music is my life.
Of course.
I saw this ad for the most romantic love songs of the 50s. I'm thinking, 40 original hits. Gee, 40, what would 40 love songs? Now, they start off loves. Tennessee Waltz, that's a pretty good love song. Memories Are Made of This, Dean Martin. The songs get a little less loving. Look at this one down here. 16 Tons by, you load 16 tons. Oh, who didn't fall in love by that song? Is that really a love song? Another Day Older and Deeper in Debt? Oh, what a love song that is. 16 Tons. There is a Brenda Dykegraph dual-action skier exerciser will trade for 2 large pizzas. You know, how stupid are people? How big an idiot do you have to believe this moronic ad, as seen on TV, Wash away pounds and inches with the amazing seaweed weight loss soap. Look. Slim down. Look what it says. Lather penetrates the skin to break up fat globules. Slim down. Look, it's tested on TV's hard copy. Well, what could be more? Wash away soap. What an idiot. Probably have to eat this soap. Oh, here's another one. Here's another weight loss one. Look at this. I like their ad. Lose all your weight. Only $49. That would be... No, I don't want to lose all my weight. I mean, I think that would be death, wouldn't it? Lose all your weight? You know, lost and found. Look at this, lost and found. Look at this guy found. Steak in my dog's mouth. Please identify the cut. All right. Well, Tacoma, Washington must be very proud. Look at this headline. Tacoma's SAT scores soar as they reach the U.S. average. Let me tell you something. Our best kids are average now. And finally, let's get this one last one here. You can tell an Italian came up with this. It's the Italian terracotta garlic roaster. Now, what do you think? What do you think that Italian guy was thinking about when he came up with this? Folks, it's Monday night. Time for headlines. Kev, you might want to think about going to this.
What's that?
The Booty Reunion held.
Booty reunion, huh? I'm there, Jay.
Booty family getting together. Tax on Vice President Al Gore leads the discussion. I like he launched a nationwide teen anti-smiling campaign. Well, look at this poor little girl. This poor little girl wrote a letter to the President of the United States addressed at Mr. William Clinton, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Washington, D.C. The post office said, sorry, moved, no forwarding address. Well, oh man, well, poor kid. I love house ads. I love it. Here's ERA. They look, we'll show you homes while the owners are sleeping. I think that's called burglary, isn't it? I like this house here. New Edition offers homes with gates. You know, a gate is great unless you have a fence to go with it. Hello? Here's an ad for a bank. It says, need quick cash? We have 6 locations. Is the guy with a gun really the best? You know, if you got the gun, why even go to the bank? Now, as an Italian-American, I take umbrage with this one. This is made with, see, they said it's made with Italian leather, and look, seats the whole mob. Hey, what's that? Oh, this made me laugh. I don't know why it says, Rister, the digital board game for 2 to 4 players. No, but look what it says in the tiny caption. Any similarity between Whister and Milton Bradley's game of Twister purely coincidental. Of course. How can you even confuse the two? I like this one. Here's a new game of strategy. Yeah, that looks like a real game of strategy, doesn't it? Oh, man. Hours planning your next move. Here's the creepiest ad I have seen in a long time. 3 bodies and 1 head laying along a roadside. Please call to identify. Look at that. Here's another bizarre ad. Warplane technology removes your unwanted hair. Okay. Let me tell you something. If your hair is so bad that you need warplane technology, I think you got worse problems. Free 4-year-old female cat, black, white, declawed look, and neutered owner. So, you know, you don't have to worry. You know. Don't have to worry about the guy attacking you when you get over there. You say, no, I've been neutered. Here's the sheriff's report. 1232, report of an indecent exposure at a trailer park. Caller stated woman was wearing a thong bikini and didn't have the body to go with it. Here's Allen Brothers recipe of the month, rump roast. It's from the, go down there, Ellen. It's from the Allen Brothers mortuary. I'd be a little suspicious. Where'd you guys get this rump roast anyway? I don't even think I have to say anything here. This woman sent me this. This is for Senecott laxative. She called her doctor. The doctor recommended You know, it's very important that you get the instructions correct when giving out something like a laxative. Look what the doctor told her to do. Take 1 or 2 tablets in each nostril twice daily. Now, you don't know how bad that runny nose is. Oh, my God. This seems like it would work. We got a couple here. I like this one. Pressure washing by George. Houses, decks, boats. Ask for Mike. And we got some weddings. There's the fine lovin' wedding. There's the wily Romeo wedding. Okay. Picking up speed slowly. There's the sleigh bell wedding. There's the hefty breed wedding. There's the smoker high wedding. There's the wild feely wedding. There's the, I kind of like this one, there's the freshwater hiney wedding. Got a freshwater hiney. Yeah. There's the little and large wedding. For their sake, I hope it's the right way around. There's the Burns-Peters wedding. And of course, finally, the Jabin Payne wedding. Folks, we got a headline. We need them. Care of the Tonight Show. Here, Leno, 3000 West Alameda Avenue, Burbank, California, 91523. You can find all of our headlines and other Tonight Show stuff at NBC.com.